It's funny, you know, I was thinking along the lines of wanting more time, and reading more was something that we wanted you know, more time for. And I still stand by that, because it's sometimes just great to just get away and forget what's going on in the world and just get lost in a book. You know?
Yeah. Remember that time a long time ago when you actually grabbed a book and opened it and read it and like smelled it?
Yeah, yeah.
No Kindles, no ebooks, nothing.
It's funny because I actually tried the ebook thing and I gave it up because I wanted the physical book. I missed having a book and flipping the pages, you know. And well, check this out, you guys. Our Amber Mesker found a hidden treasure in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, where the only thing cooler than the bookstore is the man behind it all.
What's up, everybody? So at California Live, we are all about hidden gems, and this is one of my personal favorites. This is the Last Bookstore, but it's not just about the books, really. It's more about the person behind it.
Before I opened the store, I was just kind of unemployed. I was disabled. I was having a hard time in LA, really trying to figure out what I could do and what I wanted to do. And I didn't have a lot of money, and I was just selling books to make ends meet online because it was really the only thing I kind of fell into that I knew how to do to pay the bills. The fact that I fell into books and there was a void there, and I was able to turn it into something much bigger than just trying to pay the bills. It was a labor of love. You know, everyone was saying bookstores were going out of business. Amazon was king, still is, but they were at the time thought to be putting all the bookstores out of business. You know, I thought I'd open a store and it would run for a couple of years and that would be it. But to my surprise, people really came out in droves and were just really immediately loyal to the idea of a physical bookstore.
I often explain, like, when Josh came up with the book tunnel and the book loop, these iconic elements of our store, Instagram wasn't really a thing. He wasn't doing it so that people would have a place to pose for their Instagram photos. He just did it because he thought it would be cool. He thought it would be a way to sort of physically convey the magic of reading and getting lost in a story and kind of living in a world that a book gives you.
Is there a book area that's the most popular? Like, is it adventure travel? Is it mystery?
I would say probably classics, oddly enough. People still want to read the classics. All ages want to read the classics. So.
But I feel like this bookstore kind of maybe brings that out of you, makes you want to go back to a time.
Definitely, yeah. People want to experience those things that seem a little more timeless.
Yep.
You know, so, and it doesn't matter what age you are, that's a common element. I tried to create an experience of a store that I always wanted to experience, just one that could encompass, you know, your imagination and all of the feelings people have about what a bookstore should be in terms of being able to get lost and being able to explore and being able to find something surprising around every corner. So that's really what I tried to create, and I think we did a pretty good job.